Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are here for the second race of the QRL Racing Series. I'm joined here once again by the one and only Jared, the Showboat Kelly. Jared, are you there?
I'm here. I'm ready to rock and roll. Let's go to Auto Club. Let's have some slipping and sliding fun.
All right, Jared. Glad to have you back in here. Jared, did you know we broke records for us personally? You and me tag teaming it together broke our own QRL view records. We are over 170 views, sir.
Man, that's awesome. I mean, I'm glad that me and you mix well and we're a very comedic duo.
Yes, you can say that again. All right, Jared, I'm trying to find the grid button. The grid button. It is the elusive grid button, but here we go. I found it. Okay. So, our pole sitter. That looks like Jonathan Wright, newcomer in that 906 number. So keep in mind all those sorry, just trying to turn down this music for all y'all. All right, 3-digit numbers are rookies, so keep that in mind, y'all. We have another Nate Maurer decided to show up. Looks like he took Daytona off, didn't want to mess around with any of that drafting stuff, and Nate Maurer is back in the mix along with his buddy Doug Neal with that Simbox Motorsports. David Owens got P3, Jack Staval P6, Jake, one of our teammates, got his P7, Peyton Tulloch P8, P9 Matt Oppinger, P10 our own Chris Morrell, P11 Brandon Shelton, another teammate, 12 Terry Murphy, our resident Canadian, and let's see what we got here. Let's try to the field. The drivers are gridding up. We're ready here to go as the pace car gets ready to go. Jared, what are we going to be looking here for, Jared, as this race moves on? What are you looking for?
Well, with the sun going down, it's not going to be as slip and slidey that we had on Sunday in these Cup cars. So it should be racers should be running down those first two lanes, and that's about it. I think there's already people crashing.
Jared, am I looking at this correct? We have over 40 drivers tonight in the field?
Yeah, it looks like 40 cars out there in the field.
Oh my. This is exciting, folks. I can only imagine how this race is going to turn out. But, all right, as we get ready to rock and roll. Got 85 laps here at AutoZone. QRL season 2 race 2. Excited to bring it to you guys live. Thank you for all joining us again. Please like and subscribe. Really means a lot to us over here in the booth. Keeps the lights on.
And I think they're gonna delay the green with that mishap on pit road. I think when cars were leaving, I think they hit each other, so they're gonna delay the green.
All right, here. Great reporting there, Jared. Down on the field, down at pit lane, we had a little collision coming off pit row. We did not catch that on the live videotape, but I'll take your word for it, Jared. Great reporting down there for us.
Hey, I'm just following from what I'm hearing over the radios.
Yeah, forward. Yeah, we already got Stephen Bren. Oh yeah, we had a bunch of cars. Oh, we're already wrecking again, Jared. We got cars wrecking again at the start-finish line. Oh my, restart line. We already got cars involved. Oh my. Jared, is it green?
It's not green.
Okay.
I'm not sure what's happening.
No, we are not green. Pace car is still on the track. It is counting as a lap, though. That's what threw me off, Jared. It is counting as a lap. All right, car's still trying to get this figured out. Hopefully my computer doesn't burst on flames, ladies and gentlemen here watching live. We'll see what happens. We still have cars all trying to figure it out, getting back in line. But huge field today here at Auto Club. Glad to see it here as it's the farewell tour. Those pace car lights are still on.
Yeah, I think they delayed it again just to let guys get their damage repaired, but it looks like Dave Kirkpatrick and Steven Brian in the 904 were some to get their damage repaired.
Unbelievable.
So this is an uneventful start here.
Yeah, you can say that again, Jared. With these huge fields, you got a lot of guys in here all trying to figure it out. But I'm excited. We got about 40 drivers. This is the biggest field I think I've ever had on the computer. So excited to see how it handles her. But man, just exciting to hear they bring this to you live. Looks like they're going to salute the fans here at Auto Club. They're going 3 wide or turn 2. Looks like Mauer's going to bring it back in. I think that's what they were trying to do, Jared, at the beginning, was trying to give the 5-lane salute to the fans here at Auto Club.
That makes sense.
Yeah. All right, those pace car lights are off, Jared, so we will be going green flag racing, hopefully, once we hit turn 4 here.
Yeah, fingers crossed. I'm really glad we're not doing the under and over because it's being flipped. Well, it looks like they're gonna go green, and then they're gonna throw the yellow right after they go green to still let people pit. So,
oh my! Well, this is unprecedented, ladies and gentlemen. We haven't quite had this happen before, but glad we have our pit reporter there, Jared Kelly, bringing us all the up-to-date tips and tricks here on what's going on. Let's see if they pull this off here.
yeah, so for the initial start, we go green. Woo! They're off, and then the yellow should come out after they cross the start.
They might be back. They're already getting backed up down low.
Yeah, I don't think they're. Yep, there's the yellow.
All right, got a yellow. Did everybody survive that? Looks like everyone survived it.
Oh wow, it looks like I see a lot of cars a lap down already. Maybe not. I think that's just SDK being weird on me.
All right.
Sounds like there's a lot of chatter on the radio.
Yeah, Jared, I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of unhappy drivers with what's been going on here, but hopefully they'll get it straightened out. Got a lot of rookies here. Let's see how many rookies I can count. I got 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 rookies if I count them correctly, Jared. So it's almost over a third of the field is rooks. So gonna have some learning curves, learning to do here. Hopefully get on track here when we get back together here and this race underway. Speaking of yellow flags, sir. Jared, how many yellows do you think we're gonna have today?
Well, we've already had 3, so we can only go up from here. You know what? I'm gonna say it's gonna be 1.
Okay, so 1 more caution.
1 more caution, then we're gonna be done. Hopefully.
I'm gonna say 4. All right, Jared, I'm going to go grab another drink, so it looks like they're going to go 1 more time around, right?
Yeah.
All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, just stick tight with us here. We're having some precedented weather delays here at AutoZone. They're just getting the track dried up and straightened out, and we'll be going green flag racing here shortly. All right, Jared, I'm back. Did I miss anything? Oh no, we're still pacing around.
We're still having a little bit of pacing, but the pace lights are off.
All right, well that's good to hear, Jared. I do see those Ford Mustang lights are off, so we shall be getting back to green flag racing. All right, anybody in the field look pretty banged up or any damage there? Or everyone look? Oh yeah, looks like see one car back there a little dented on the right side. Looks like Robert Richards might be a little beat up.
Yeah, it sounded like Eric Thornton was our biggest loser on that one.
Find the number one. Oh yeah, Eric Thornton's still trying, just coming out of pit lane, bended up rear end there. That's unfortunate. But it happens to the best of us, Jared. It happens to the best of us.
Yeah, you would know from experience.
I would. Don't ask me how I know.
All right, we're finally reaching the restart zone for the official start. We're maybe 4 laps in, but we're going racing in California.
We are off. Let's see how well these guys can get through turn 1. Looks like the front of the field's got us figured out. I'm going to pull towards the middle. Keep an eye on what's going on back here.
David Owens is going on the outside of our pole setter, Jonathan Wright. Going to see if he can try and get a run on the outside of 2.
There's Ryan Twinham back in 4th place, running that inside line against Tommy Fox in the 57.
I don't think that's Ryan Twyman in the 34 car. That's Peyton Tulloch.
Oh, sorry, Ryan, sorry. I see a 3 in yellow and black and get flashbacks.
They're 3 wide back there, and I think that is Ryan Twinham going 3 wide on that top lane back there in 17th. But the battle's heating up front.
Yeah, it looks like Ryan's battling out there with Brandon Shelton in the number 2. They're going to be going 3 wide into turn 1. Ryan really making that outside line work, but he's going to have that 77 car in front of him. Going to block that high line. Ryan's probably going to give him a little push there.
Yeah, it's the best thing you can do is kind of push down that straightaway. Looks like I'm seeing a lot more cars running that top lane. Thought it'd be a bottom lane track with how cool the track surface is, but I think once the sun goes down and the lights come on, Tim's going to get cool and we're going to see some bottom feeders.
All right, we'll have to keep an eye on that, Jared. A lot of guys get comfortable. I know for me, I get stuck running that high line and really don't change it, but we saw on Sunday morning how Chris was able to run that low line. And we'll have to, speaking of Chris, we'll have to keep an eye on him and see what kind of line he's running tonight.
Yeah, Chris going 3 wide, going to 3 and 4. Nick Maurer on his low side. Gonna let him go by and just sneak in right behind him. Gonna be very important to kind of be in that line with the draft. Maybe not so much in the corner, but on those straightaways, you're gonna want to tuck in line and get a pull down the straightaways.
Yeah, Jared, that's a big part of this track is the drafting on the back straight in the front stretch there.
Looks like the 18 up front. I have Terry Murphy. He got real loose coming out too.
Yeah, and they're starting to work that low line now. Nate Maurer right behind Terry Murphy.
Oh, we got our first scuff up into the wall. I think that's the 15 of Alex McCorder getting up into the outside fence.
Yeah, they're able to keep that momentum up. Not too more worse for Ware. He needs to just settle down, keep it under control, but he should be okay. Taking a look at Matt Oppinger right there running behind Chris Morrow in the 5. These guys are so bunched up right now. It's awesome racing. Going back to our Goodyear blimp footage up in the sky. Big shout out to Goodyear and all they do for us here down in the CAVOK network.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of these guys sending it down to the bottom. these corners, you gotta remember this old track surface is gonna be rough on tires. The more rough you're on your tires, the more tight and loose it's gonna get. So watch out for that.
Man, Jared, it is beautiful seeing all these cars on that track. This field is huge.
Yeah, it's great seeing a little bit of too wide racing, but most of it's just kind of single file here until we get to the corners.
There's a look at some of our big guns from last season. That's Nate Maurer, that 971. He was runner-up to Joey Stiers in last year's championship. Came in P2, I believe. David Owens was also part of that championship 4. As they're running side-by-side, Terry Murphy almost dooring the 11. But no worse for wear, no contact. But Terry Murphy looks like he's going to be getting freight trained as you're going to see that draft come to effect coming down the backstretch.
Yeah, he's really going to want to try and tuck in line as soon as he can. Maybe in between, maybe Nate, Chris Sporle. But it looks like he's going to clear the 971 and get a tow from this 11 car. And they're going to try and track down the leader in the 906, Jonathan Wright, up 8/10 from second place, David Owens.
Yeah, Jonathan's really starting to stretch that lead out just a little bit more for the rest of the pack. But that will happen especially when the rest of the pack's running 2x2 right now.
Yeah, you don't really want to get ahead of yourself if you're running in this pack. It's very easy to catch the car in front of you, especially when they're racing too wide. And with them racing too wide in this like top 7 pack they've got here, it's just going to let that 906 run away.
What a pack we have for P2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7. All running very tight together. 6 cars just battling it out right now. Looks like Matt's going to have the move over Terry there coming down the backstretch. See how he feeds in. Running that real low line. Here goes Matt. Let's see how Terry fares after this. And he's going to make the pass cleanly on Terry.
A little bit further back in the 903, I think that's Richard Swingle, rookie of the series. He's running that top lane right on the outside wall. Trying to get around.
Yeah, good call there, Jared.
Doesn't look like it's really helping him that much in the middle of the corner, but he's going to get a really good run down this back straightaway, trying to catch up to Scotty Estep.
We're going to go ahead and go on board with that Richard Swingle, our rookie with the Farmers Only onboard camera. You don't have to be lonely here at farmersonly.com. Big shout out to them for sponsoring us for the 2nd year in a row now. Thank you, the Farmers Only.
Yeah, unfortunately, that top lane's not really working for him. You're going to see the 77 go straight to the bottom. I think they're going to get maybe side by side. He's going to have to run out of the corner, but he's got to start running that bottom. You got to get consistently down on the bottom because you're not going to be able to hold it there on the top and just let these cars go around you.
Yeah, I find it so interesting. Just the different temperatures in the track can play a huge part of how you run the track from a hot track to a cold track. Lines how they come in. Oh, here they come. Oof. Almost go door to door there with the number 2, Brandon Shelton. This pack is getting tight though.
Yeah, he's going to push him down the front straightaway. A little bit sketchy there since the front straightaway's curved, but he's going to dive it down in the bottom and try and catch up to the Scotty Estep in that P12 position. Remember, Brandon's going to be our season opener winner. He's going to be locked into that playoff.
Hey, that's right, Jared. That is true. That is how this QRL system works. You win and you're in. So Brandon has punched his ticket in. Right behind Brandon, though, they're running all up and down the track, almost all 5 lanes. Pretty amazing view to watch, to be honest.
3 wide down the front straightaway between the 903.77 and the 918 of Toby Kelsey. Going 3 wide going into 1. This can't be good.
Here comes the 910. Looks like he's got a good run also coming in, coming hard. And then there is also one of our Championship 4 second round playoffs, Mitch Diamond in that blue 65 car, a little bit further behind that back, making his way up the field. They are running 2 by 2 all the way through the field.
Yeah, I think Richard Swingle got up to the outside fence, running that top lane, kind of stopped his momentum, and he's just going to fall straight back, running P15 and still falling.
Oh man, Jared, they look like they're going to be going 4 wide around Mitch Diamond here, not too long. Looks like they got it straightened out, but man, it's awesome broadcasting this one. Let's take a look back at our leader, Jonathan Wright. That lead has slimmed down now that Nate Maurer is out in the clean air. Nate Maurer is trying to chase him down. Chris Morrow on the number 5 in P3, and David Owens running P4. Matt Oppinger is going to be back in P5, and Ryan Twinham bringing up the back of the pack in P6 with this huge group behind Ryan.
Yeah, about actually 15 green flag laps on these tires. You're really going to see the tire strategy come into play. Who's tight, who's using up their stuff, who's saving their stuff. It looks like Nate Maurer was kind of saving when he's back there in the pack, but now he's trekking down this 906 and he's going to go for the lead. Gap's now down to 1.5 tenths or 0.15 tenths.
Yeah, Jared,
he
we're
is
lap
tracking
20.
him down.
Yep.
He's going to try and make the move down here on the back straightaway. Going to get a really good rotation, try and get to the bumper. He's there, right on the quarter panel. They're side by side down the back straightaway going towards turn 3. This is really going to help that 3rd place car and the 4th place car, Chris Morrow and David Owens. They're going to try and catch these 2 real fast. They're in the draft.
Yeah, it looks like David Owens is doing exactly what you're saying, Jared. Just sitting in tow of Chris, working together, trying to catch these leaders as Nate gets just a tiny bit loose coming off of 4.
Yeah, that's what's important. You've got to be in this draft pack. Even once we get green flag pit stops, you have to be in a draft pack if you're going to try and win this race. Man, that 5 and 11 car just look like they're copying each other, every lap.
And here comes the train underneath the 906, Jared. Looks like 906 is going to try to fit his way back in.
Yeah, Chris is got to get clear up. David's going to try and slide behind the 906, give him a little push, put these 2 side by side.
Yeah, you think you're David, you push Chris, being the faster car. You guys had the move on the 906, so I feel like the 906 tires might be running out.
Yeah, I know one thing aerodynamically when you're going through the corners, these cars especially, you want to try and get clean air on the front of that nose, run somewhere different. Don't run right behind a car or you're just gonna make it harder for yourself. 906 is gonna try and run that top lane, get a really good rotation, get a really good run out of the corner on the 11 car of David Owens.
Oh,
Crossover.
David, yeah, David just cut the nose off the 906. Now 906 has the draft of the number 5 of Chris. It's Morrow there.
Yeah, but he's not going to clear the 11. The 11's going to get the toe down the back straightaway and clear him again.
Oh, well done there by David Owens. Make that move on a 906.
Gonna run that middle lane, try and get another run here on the front straightaway, get the toe, but it looks like he's just losing the draft. Sitting 3/10 right behind P3 of David Owens. That ain't gonna help him. He's gotta get down into that draft or he's gonna fall off.
It almost like seems like Chris is trying to break the draft of Owens behind him there a little bit.
Yeah, second through fourth, they're all running a different line entering one, and none of them are. They're trying to find that clean air.
Yeah, it's super important to get that downforce on that front of that car to help make that turn. All right, further back in the field there, Jared. I'd say P15 or so.
Yeah, I think there's battles going on everywhere back in this backpack. I see the battle heating up for P5, P15, like you were saying.
Yeah, Brandon Shelton trying to make a move right now on the 34 of Peyton Tullock. It looks like he did get to his door, but the race down the front stretch with Scotty Estep in tow.
Yeah, he's going to have the advantage going into turn one. That bottom lane going to try and slide up here, going out turn two. If he clears them, he's got to slide up, though.
Looks like he wants to cross back under, but no, he's going to stay in line, just catch that draft and work with him.
Yeah, and as you saw a little bit behind him, Toby Kelsey battling Doug Neal, that 918 car. He's going to clear him as well on the bottom lane.
Needs to make the move up the track, which he does, but Doug going to stay in line? Yes, he is. Now Scotty Estep trying to make a move on Peyton. All right, Jared, 27 laps down here at Auto Club. What do you think for the fuel window or tire window? These guys are going to start coming in.
Well, it definitely helped for them being able to maybe have 4 laps just pacing around the field, so that's going to help their fuel mileage just a bit. I'm going to say maybe lap 37, maybe you might see some cars coming in. We are 23 laps on these tires, but I think they can make it maybe 30 on a run as we see the 3 car coming down pit road for his fuel. Ryan Twyman coming down pit road.
Bunch of cars, more car. Whoa, there we go. Take a look back at our leader. Leader is Nate still. Only a half a second split, but Chris Morrell, David Owens all working together right now. Looks like that dirty air's not affecting Owens that much. He's staying right on the back bumper of Chris through the whole turn.
Yeah, I feel like there's a bubble. I really struggled here last night in the trucks. There's a bubble. I was trying to run down the 21 of Buddy Sally, and I just could not catch him. I was sitting maybe 3/10 behind him and just couldn't close that gap. Eventually on the final lap, I had to full send in 3 and 4 and just couldn't get to him. So I think he's struggling with that little bubble, that air bubble in between those 2 cars. Oh, he's going to peek on the inside. He's got to run. What's Chris going to do here? We're going to see. He's going to stay up top. Looks like the 82 of Matt Opplinger going to come down pit road. Same with the 65 of Mitch Diamond. Going to get all 4 tires and full can of fuel. So pit stop's definitely going to be happening sometime soon.
Yeah, Thomas Fox, 57, Mitch Diamond, 65, and Matt Oppinger, 82, all working there together. I know Matt and Mitch, really good teammates last season, did a great job together. So see if this race stays green for a while. See what this different strategies that are going to cycle out the end.
Anthony Moss, Dave Kirkpatrick, Graham McGivern going down pit road this time. Same with Stephen Brian. So pit stop's definitely happening right now. A lot of people come down pit road, but it looks like our leaders are staying out.
David Kirkpatrick coming in hot. The 27 car, hopefully he made it in on speed.
Yeah, you don't want any mistakes going in or off pit road. That's going to ruin your race and your chances to win.
Especially with these long green flag stints, it is devastating with a penalty.
Run 27 laps, I'm going to say, on these tires.
Yeah, sounds about right.
I think most of the teams that have pitted already, they're playing to what originally they were going to have if we didn't have those caution laps at the beginning. So, but I think these guys up front are adapting to the change, and I hear David Owen's going to come down pit road this time with Brandon Shelton as well. Chris Morrill down on pit road as well. Here we go. We're going to see second and third go down pit road. Going to see what this 971 does as well. And Nate's going to pull down on pit road as well. Top 4 going down on pit road. That's going to leave, I think, John or Brandon Shelton. No, I think everyone's coming down pit road. So
yeah, it's going to leave. Looks like Ty Killa maybe. Yeah, Ty Killa, the number 24 car. Looks like he's going to be staying out. He's in that Wall Street Bets Toyota Supra. Number 24, the car there looking good. He's going to lead the lap here. That's the whole field that's basically pitted except 4 cars. That's Steve Lewis, which is a couple, maybe a lap back or 2, Steve Fugit, and John Crawford.
And Nate Maurer now getting up to speed, way up ahead of the other drivers, maybe 2 seconds. They're going to have to close that gap if they're going to try and catch him.
Hill still making time on Maurer. 25 seconds and gaining. That's not going to last for long.
Yeah, he's going to have to pit. He's got 32 laps on his fuel tank and gas, and he's pitting.
It's almost a 2-second difference on fall off there, Jared, between guys on fresh tires and what Ty Killa's running right now.
Do you want to say we did have a little bit of an undercut? Ryan Twineman and Buddy Sally splitting up. Nate Maurer and David Owens sneaking up right up to the top 5.
Well said, Jared.
Like the top 28 are still on the lead lap.
And Ty Killa did pit. Ty Killa is in the pit, so Nate Maurer should be cycling out, but the 24 car is getting the left side tires on as the rest of the field comes by.
Chris really struggling with trying to get around those lap cars. So he is going to have fresher tires in them. Hopefully try and catch back up to the 11 of David Owens. So I think that
go ahead,
I think the difference between Nate Maurer and Ryan Twyman, there's about maybe 4 lap difference on tires, while I think there's only about a 1 lap difference between Nate and Buddy. So cycling out, Ryan's going to have older tires by 4 laps on these guys.
So if you're Ryan right now, I mean, obviously you have to know you're on older tires, but he's probably really happy right now running that line. Probably trying to take that line away from the cars behind him, making them work harder to make the move around him.
Yeah, it's all going to depend on where they catch him, where they try and pass him. He's going to be way slower in the corners, but maybe a little bit faster in the middle of the straightaway.
Oh, and Buddy almost got loose real low as Brian comes down all the way down to pinch Sally. That was almost a recipe for disaster.
Yeah, Buddy didn't really get exit he wanted out of that corner. He's going to have the freight train go by him. He's probably going to fall back into P5 and have to sneak right behind Chris Morrill.
Everybody's really trying to work that low line as everyone's searching for that clean air. Well, great job for Ryan there, sticking up in the front with that pit strategy. See how long he can keep it. But David Owens looking real down low on Ryan. Ryan's trying to get down below to break that line. And now back at the top to block the door on Owens. But as Ryan's working hard to keep these guys at bay, Nate Maurer is making more and more distance between him and the rest of the field.
Yeah, and I raced Buddy yesterday in the truck league for Bonfire, and he said he kind of put a little itinerary for his stints. About 3 stints this race. I think he might be doing the same thing, where his first stint he was going to try and stay with everyone, kind of fell off pace back in P5, a little bit of gap between him and the leaders. Now he's going to try and save his tires. So we saw him fall back right behind Chris Merle, and now Scotty Eastep. He's going to try and save his tires, be there at the end to get the run and get some track position before he pits. And 3, he's going to try and go for the win if he hasn't eaten up his tires.
Yeah, well said, Jared. Well said, sir.
And that 903 is running that top lane, but I think he's running that top lane on the expense of his tires. He's going a long way around on this old surface and not getting any draft out of the corner until late in the straightaway. So I think he might be hurting his tires more than he's trying to gain track position on the 048, because they are racing for position.
Yeah, we'll see here, Jared, sometimes. And then also, it's up to the driver where he feels comfortable running the car, where he's the fastest at, and where the car's kind of falling in his hands, and where he likes to run the car. Makes the car happy. Got to be one with the car. Scotty doing a great job on that low line, door side by side with Owens. Now on with Ryan. But Scotty, it looks like Scotty's trying to get his lap back there, Jared, in the 048. So the Sheets Pizza Company car, that Chevy Camaro, working really hard. Just he takes the nose off of Ryan.
Yeah, He's really trying. He's 2 laps down. He's trying to get one of his laps back in case there was a caution. But I don't think he's gonna be able to get one of those laps back if he keeps racing the way he is. Might cause a caution and lose maybe a lap instead of gaining a lap.
You're right. But man, this battle is heating up there right behind him, between Owens and Sally and Ryan. But you can see now as Ryan's getting shuffled to the back of that pack, maybe just a little too hard a racing, trying to keep those guys at bay and on the older tires, like you said.
Well, I think it was more when we saw the 048 kind of slide up right in front of his nose. He had to lift out of the gas right on the corner exit. Not a place you want to lift out of the gas. You'll fall way back if you lift on corner exit. So I think that really hurt him when the 048 slid up in front of his nose.
Yeah, you're right, Jared. This track is all about momentum, keeping that momentum up as high as you can. And any type of lifting that you don't need to do is going to hurt you tremendously, as you said.
Well, Chris Mornell in P2 in that 5 car, sitting right behind the 971 with Scotty Eastep, the 2 lap down car, as they are approaching a lap traffic. Some damage on the nose of that car. Just going to let him bot me.
Scotty working hard, looking on the outside.
Yeah, I don't think either of these two you really want to be racing against, but Scotty's going to go to the inside of Chris. That's really going to hurt Chris's momentum trying to catch this lead. At some point here, I think Scotty's pushing a little too hard. He's going to use up his stuff, and he's going to fall right back into where this group is. And I don't think it's going to go well for any of them.
No, you're right. You just wonder how hard Nate's pushing at the front to keep that lead also. But time will tell. as we're probably going to be looking at pit stops for maybe in another 20 laps or so. All right, let's take a look back further in the backpack. Shelton working against Peyton Tulloch in that number 2 car. Terry Murphy ended up P14 right now, making his way back after that pit stop. Some other notables, we have Alex McCorder. We did see him up in the front of the field earlier. He's back running P22. Shout out to Andrew Bolander, that rookie 907, up 14 positions from the beginning of the race. It does look like we have, looks like Eric Thornton in for repairs, has been in the pits there for the last 6 minutes, so his race is over more than likely. Steve Lewis just coming out of the pits right now, 916. Just a few laps back. But back to the leaders there, Jared. Scotty holding his own. Really hardest worker I ever, can't blame him.
Yeah, I mean, he's sitting right in front of Chris, which is pretty cool and level-headed guy, but I think if you get to that point, there's going to be a boiling point at some point. He's going to want to get that lead, and you're just going to be stopping that progress of him trying to get the lead of this race. And at some point, it's going to boil over. Now we're going to add another lap car to the mix that just came out pit road, the 916. That's going to be Steve Lewis, another rookie of the series. He's going to be on fresh tires.
Yeah, Jared, I think that's we have a 917. I think that might be Nicholas Manyard. He is on the lead lap as he touches the wall, the outer safer barrier wall there just a little bit. He's not going to be on the lead lap for long, though, as Maurer dives underneath. Gonna put the 917. Oh, 917 into the wall again. He's getting a little nervous.
Yeah, he's just trying to let these leaders go by. They know they're racing for the win. He doesn't want to stop them. He's just trying to stay out of the way. Unfortunately, that's going to cost him the right side of his car.
It is. I mean, we've all been there before. I know when I first started racing, man, anytime when I was learning, I just try to get out of the way, and I don't almost be worse off worrying about it so much. I, hit the wall or cause a wreck, just trying to stay out of the way. It all comes to practice and time, and it's good to learn off some of these guys out here in the field. We've got a lot of veterans and pros, and a great place to learn. And as you can see tonight with this 40-card field, we're all having everyone's having a pretty good time. With only that one caution lap, Jared, you're still in the money for the end of the race pot we have here at QRL, CAVOK Racing Network. Jared, if your prediction is correct, you will be in the All-Star Broadcasting booth later this year.
Oh, well, it'll be great company. I'll be there alone.
Yeah, floor. And speaking of All-Stars, our very own Pim Luth did not make it tonight in this race. I heard weather was a problem getting his hauler from Georgia to Southern California Autos Club. So just a shout out that Pim wasn't able to make it to the race tonight due to the weather conditions.
Yeah, I heard about the weather. It had a really strange name. I think it was called laziness.
Interesting.
I feel like Pim just wanted to put his feet up and sip on his tea as he watches this broadcast. He's probably cursing me out in Dutch as he's watching this broadcast.
Well, I'm glad Pim, at least he's watching the broadcast, because he can use all the notes he can take right now. But back to the race in action, as Chris Morrill is in P2, Nate Maurer P1, David Owens is your top three. This is the top three to keep your eyes on throughout the race. They've been at the front for most of the race, battling it out. Another guy to keep an eye on is Buddy Sally and Jonathan Wright. Both cars been up the front of the field. Sally's on his way back.
Yeah, it looked like Scotty Eastep finally lost pace with his tires and had to fall back.
Yeah, he was really driving the heck out of that car, Jared, so it's just a matter of time. But I can't blame him. Doing all you can to get back on that lead lap. Hopefully a caution comes out, but it didn't look like it's going to work out there for Scotty.
Yeah, sitting on lap 51, coming to 52. About maybe, I want to say we got 34 laps of racing left here tonight. And we're going to have another pit stop at some point.
Now, Jared, if you're going to be pitting, would you want to stay out for as long as you can, or are you trying to split this thing early? Come in a little earlier than the leader.
Well, I do know that it's going to be a short third stint. They pitted maybe on lap 33, but they had 4 laps of just caution before the start of the race. So I want to say it's going to be 25 laps to the end if they run to about maybe lap 60 and pit on lap 60, 61, 62. It's going to kind of fluctuate there from 25 to maybe 22 laps of this final run. Still enough laps to wear down the tires, so you need to be up on the wheel, saving those tires to the very end to have a shot of winning this thing.
Looking back in about P20th, that's Tykilla racing against Andrew Bolander in that Lucas Soil entry. And we also have Gary Wright right there behind him in the 90 car. Really good battle between Gary Wright and Tykilla right now. And that's also Graham McGifford in the back, following them around. In the number 33 Worth car.
Yeah, Tykilla's got some damage on the rear end. Almost looks like he had brought over the same car from Daytona. It's kind of pushed in on the bumper and a little bit of nose damage there.
Yeah. Hey, times might be tough over there at Wall Street Bets. Maybe he made the wrong bet there on the stock market, how things have been going lately. So we'll be thinking for the best for Tykilla and those gold-plated rims.
Yeah, I'm looking at his deck lid. It says GameStop, and I think it should be saying, "Game, stop hitting me in the rear end."
True.
Sorry, that was a really, really bad joke. I apologize to the 10 viewers that had to listen to that. I'm going to retire from the jokes and leave it to Kevin.
Let's take a look at that number 7, Jack Daniels, Tennessee Fires, Chevy Camaro. I love the paint job. Also, a big shout out for the CAVOK Racing Network on the left rear quarter fender of that car. Thank you, Kevin Brower, for the shout out. And you're making me thirsty. Love that paint job, Kevin.
I think at some point I need to come over to California. I turned 21 in freaking January, and I still haven't had a sip of alcohol yet. So I may need to come over to California and experience it with you, Kevin.
Oh, anytime, sir. I can show you all the places to stay away from.
Well, I guess we're gonna have to go out of state then.
There's more, man. David Owens. What do you think David's doing? I think David's just sitting back. Just being consistent, saving those tires, but once again, like you said, they are going to need to take another green flag pit stop. But lap car, get out of the way, Nate Maurer. That's the 84, getting the heck out of the way in a hurry. The Duvall, Jax Duvall there. A lot of damage on the right side of the 84.
Yeah, and I think David tried to get a peek on the inside of Chris, trying to see if he could get a run. Fortunately couldn't do so for where they were catching that lap car of Jax Duvall. But we're getting a race on our hands, and it looks like Nate Maurer might be pitting this time, or he's playing a mind game. I guess we'll find out here when he enters turn 4 if he will be pitting, or he's just playing a mind game with the drivers behind him.
Great looking paint job there. Shout out to that number 11, David Owens, that NOS Energy Drink car. I believe Jameson Miller, our own very own Jameson Miller, did that design on that car. Looking great there.
And Nate faked him out. I think he may have pushed the button accidentally or on purpose, trying to fake out the drivers behind him into pitting earlier, hurting their strategy. But I think I heard the 82 of Matt Opplinger is going to come down pit road this time.
Yeah, you're right there, Jared, and right behind him, following him in is, I believe that's the 917 of Nicholas, also coming in for a pit stop. But our leaders are still staying out.
How about Toby Kelsey in the 918? Newcomer, rookie, running that Lucas Oil paint scheme like Kyle Busch on Sunday when he won, running P4 right in front of Buddy Sally.
Yeah, big shout out to him as a newcomer to the league, doing a great job there.
Right on the bumper, the 84.
Yeah, use some of that toe from the 84, jump back out, and him and Sally are going to blow right by that 84.
Now Toby Kelsey is going to come down pit road this time. Called it on the radio. He's got to get woed up before he enters pit road. He's going to get down there safely. Going to be the first of our leaders to come down pit road.
All right, Jared, so let's keep an eye on this number 918, Toby Kelsey. See where he ends up towards the end of the race. And if our leaders can catch him on those newer tires.
Nate's trying to break up the draft up front, trying to slow down the people behind him.
That's Sam Milliken up there in front of Nate Maurer for his lap traffic. Sam has been having he's back 8 spots, running P28th right now. Looks like he's 2 laps back or 1 lap back. Can't for sure. Oh, only 1 lap back, but hopefully he can. When did old Sam pit? Sam pitted lap 57, so he is on fresh tires. So Sam should be pulling away from Nate here.
Oh, Chris got up to the fence just a little bit. Very own Chris Morrill slides up into the fence just a little bit, just enough to slow his momentum. Gonna be racing side by side with the 11.
Yeah, if we know anything about Chris, he's just gonna let him, get by safely, save his stuff, and just get back in line and live the fight another day. 24 laps to go here, Jared, to the end of this race. No cautions except from the beginning. We haven't had any more incidents from the whole incidents from the beginning of the race, a pre-race accident we had. But still green flag racing, so this is going to be a great battle here towards the end of this race.
Yeah, I think there's got to be some sort of pit strategy. Someone's going to have to come in before the other, try and split them up, try and get ahead of them, do a little bit of an undercut.
Yeah, the leaders have been running 42.5s for time, so that is probably the slowest we've seen cars been driving on old tires. So,
and Nate's going to come down pit road right now. It's going to bring the rest of the field down with him. But the 918, Toby Kelsey, he's gonna. I think he might be able to catch these guys as they come out pit road and maybe get a little bit of a head if he's lucky. So we'll be watching that as these 3 go down pit road.
Yeah, good call, Jared. There's Toby Kelsey right there as we see entering the turn 1. Coming into turn 2. Right behind him is that 906 on the back bumper. Jonathan Wright, which was our leader for most of the early part of the race. So keep an eye on these two as they cycle out with Nate Maurer. Let's take a look where Nate is right now. Nate's still in the pit stall. They're just starting to leave. The leader's just leaving right now. And here comes Toby Kelsey. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, running. He's going to get him.
Yep. Now running with a 916 also. 916.
The 906 being held up, a little bit of lap traffic there from the 916.
And here comes Toby with the momentum. Nate's gonna have to, Nate just gets the job done.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nate's still building speed, but Toby's gonna try and pass him. But he's gotta be able to hold out those tires to the very end.
Oh man, it's almost like you gotta pass Nate and then do everything you can just to block him everywhere you can and not let him get by you. But that 918 using an awful lot of tire right now. They try to keep the inside line going as they almost get touching door to door. Toby isn't gonna have enough for Nathan now.
He's gonna have to try and save his stuff and maybe hope for a little bit of lap traffic. Lap traffic is gonna be the only thing that can really save him maybe when they get racing side by side.
All right, and our very own Chris Morrill almost just under 2 seconds behind. Didn't fare as well as Nate Maurer on that pit stop. And also there's David Owens.
Yeah, I think something happened between David and Chris. Maybe just a little bit of slow pit stop of exiting, maybe just a little bit.
Yeah,
So
looking at the
that's
pit stop
a little
times, Jared, looks like David ran a 15:08 for a pit stop. Took him 52 seconds to get in and out. As Nate Maurer, it only took Nate Maurer 50 seconds to get in and out. So no penalties, but something happened there. Slowed up old David Owens, because now David is, how far David's
I think
back?
he's back to P13.
Yeah, P13. Yeah, 14 seconds behind Nate. There's Toby looking on the inside of Maurer.
Yeah, that's gonna slow them both down. Let this 906 car maybe catch them as they approach the 17 car, Sam Milliken. Nate's gonna get the run. That little bit of draft help, he's gonna slide down right in front. He's gonna get the bottom going into 1 and 2. Here comes the 918 again, not gonna get the run. They're gonna be 3 wide as they exit turn number 2.
Sam Milliken being on the outside of Nate like that's not going to make him too happy. He's not going to be able to exit the way he wanted to, but Nate's still able to get the job done. Toby's giving it all he can as he slides back at the top. Wow, Toby really using that low line all the way to the white apron. Wow, what a battle right now they're having.
Gonna be really close, right on the rear bumper as they go towards turn 1. He's gonna be eating up a lot of tire. 906 right behind, getting around Sam Milliken in the 17 car. Now only the gap's about 7/10 between the 906 and Nate Maurer.
I'm sure Chris is just just licking his chops right now, seeing them battle it out. Hopefully they're using up, he's probably just hoping they're both using up all the tire they have, battling each other right now. Still a lot of race left, 17 laps to go, so but Toby giving everything he can to Nate. It's amazing.
Yeah, he's gonna need another lap car, something to make Nate run not off his typical line.
$16 laps to go here at Auto Club Speedway here on this Wednesday night for the QRLs, race 2 of season 2. Glad to have everyone here with us tonight. Nate's starting to get a little bit more of a gap now on the 918 of the Lucas car. Like you said, Jared, they are going to be hitting lap traffic here in a couple laps, so we'll see how that plays out.
Chris Morrill up into P3, sitting 1.4 seconds off of Nate. Slowly but surely trying to get his way back up there to the front. Chris knows how to get it done here. He did it on Sunday. He's going to try and do it again here on Wednesday night.
Yeah, I think Chris having 15 laps and with those two battling the way they were earlier in the race is really going to pay dividends for Chris. So we'll just have to keep an eye on him and that time gap is it, like you said, 1.4.
Oh, we do have a yellow.
Yellow is out. Oh, we have Terry Murphy. Nicholas crashed. Let's take a look, see if we can find what happened. Oh no, the 917. The 917 gets involved with Mitch Diamond. Car's going on the infield. That's Terry Murphy on the infield. Oh, that is unfortunate. Let's take another look at it, Jared, as I got the replay on that 917. I'm not sure if he gets loose and just stays in the gas, but he just decides to come down as Mitch Diamond's trying to exit up high. Also, 917 comes down real low, just doors the 65, sends the 65 off into the safer barrier wall, and then that number 7 Jack Daniel car just comes in hot, loses the hood, and makes that 917 spin like a top as you see cars going on the infield trying to escape that damage. Unbelievable. But that is a caution. And we should have cars coming in for fresh tires, Jared. That resets this whole race, basically.
Yeah, you're going to have to. We're going to be going back to racing maybe with 11, 10 laps to go. Everyone's going to be coming down on pit road, and it's going to be crazy on this restart.
All right, Jared, I'm going to go grab myself another beverage as these guys get pit lanes in and out. I'll be right back. You hold down the fort.
Nate Moore going to be the person with the best pit stall here as we he's going to have the long, slow ride down pit road. Everybody getting 4 tires and fuel, maybe not fuel. Everyone should be good to the end. Nate's going to beat the 918 of Toby Kelsey out pit road. Going to keep that first position. We got Toby Kelsey, Chris Smorrell, Jonathan Wright, Robert Richards in the 99 car. Haven't been talking much about him. He's going to be sitting in that 5th position. Ryan Twyman in P6. Anthony Moss Jr. in P7. Doug Neal, Buddy Sally, 8th and 9th. And Matt Opplinger, P10. David Owens going to really love this yellow after falling off pace after that bad pit stop, P11. Brandon Shelton, P12. Peyton Tulloch, 13th. Tommy Fox and Joseph Volpis, 14th and 15th. That's going to be your top 15 on hopefully this final restart of the race. But as we know from Daytona, anything can happen in the closing laps of these races. Gonna be 2 to go at the line here when we cross the start-finish line. Looks like the 916 of Steve Lewis, the 27 of Dave Kirkpatrick, gonna get in the wave around. Gonna try and get a couple of their laps back.
Are those pace car lights off, Jared?
No, not yet. Just some cars are getting the wave around. Oh, they're off now. So I was wrong. 1 to go.
Oh, baby.
12
laps
boy.
to go. So, Maurer, Toby Kelsey, Smorrell, Wright, Richards, Ryan Twinham, Moss Jr., Buddy Sally, Matt Opplinger, all going to be in your P10, top 10 right here. What a battle we're going to have it out with. Some of these cars have been leading the race. This is going to be one for the ages here, Jared.
Yeah, we're setting up for the really good finish. Yesterday, or last week, was Daytona. Just trying to get that first win, just kick off the season. Now we're going to see who's got the drive, who's got the ability. All on fresh tires, no concerns about fuel or tire. We're probably going to have another caution, and we're going to get more laps.
Yeah, and remember, you have 3 green-white checkers here at the QRL. Keep that in mind for the fuel strategy.
It's all about this restart zone, not getting a penalty on the restart zone, keeping that restart zone speed, as we're going to have maybe 11 laps here of racing. Nate Mower's going to take the jump. We're going back racing. Really good jump for the 971.
Yeah, Jared, looks like no one really got involved too much. I see Ty Killa back there. Somebody's going 3 wide, pushing it up the middle.
Toby Kelsey got the penalty for jumping the start.
All right.
Oh, 906 wrecked the 918. Here we go. They're wrecking.
It's the big one.
Another yellow.
Oh, the back half of the field just scrambling everywhere. Unbelievable. Woo!
The 906 now turned into a Wayland Touring Modified.
All right, Jared, I'm gonna rewind this thing, see what we can find out where this thing went wrong. Okay, I see, said the blind man. Okay, so I'm looking at 918 Toby. Where's Toby at? Okay, we're gonna go, okay. Blimp. We're gonna rewind her a little bit. All right, so Jared, I'm rewinding just a little bit here coming.
Yeah, it looks like Toby Kelsey was starting to get loose.
So
like
did
he
Ryan
was getting
Twinham.
loose. It slowed him down, and the 906 just gave him a little bit more help than he wanted to.
Yeah, the 906 had nowhere to go. You know what I mean? Like, you're in the gap. I'm sure if he let off, he was going to go on a wall. Like, he had nowhere else to really go. Ryan gets loose, but saves it in that yellow and black car in a 3. And Toby comes off the wall into Matt Obinger, sends him into the 34. And you just have a dead car. Oh, my God. Oh, man. The humanity. That is unfortunate for some of these drivers here back. Jake in the 77 avoids the catastrophe. The 913 and Gary Wright get involved. Oh, my God. And there is that Wheeling Modified 916. Oh, unbelievable. All right, Jared, 9 to go. Still hasn't burned up any of those green-white checkers yet. In our top 5, Nate Maurer running P1 is our leader. Chris Morrell running P2. Jonathan Wright has some front-end damage. I don't know how bad he's damaged, but we'll have to keep an eye on that car, see how he's able to fare with the rest of the field. 77 of Doug Neal still has yet to fix his number on his car, showing 72 on the scoring sheet, but 77 in our hearts. Ryan Twinham, P3, he's running P5 in that 3 car, got loose, saved it. Doesn't look too more worse for wear. Anthony Moss Jr., number 9, and that line-to-line coatings, Chevy Camaro. Buddy Sally's running P7 at O'Reilly's Auto Parts. 21, Chevy Camaro. David Owens running that NOS Energy Ford Mustang. Going to be P8. Brandon Shelton, number 2, Chevy Camaro, U.S. Air Force. Thank you for your service, ladies and gentlemen, all our veterans and military service out there. Tommy Fox, we're up here, P10. It looks like Toby Kelsey up there, 918. Not too more worse for wear, so let's see how this all works out. Oh, we have an imposter. I think we have 2 cars running that Lucas Oil paint job.
Yeah, I think that's I want to say maybe Andrew Bolander, the 907. Yeah, running that Lucas Oil paint scheme.
And throwing us a fast one.
Pace lights are off on the pace car. Doug Neal's got a little bit of nose damage that might hurt his car on the straightaways, maybe not in the corner. Jonathan Wright's that modified, he's not going to take off well in the corners. He's going to have really bad handling. So watch that second row.
Yeah, we got a couple of wheeling modifieds out here tonight. Oh my, we got another class out here tonight. We got the Infinity and wheeling running at the same time, so got some IMSA racing tonight. All right, Jared, I'm on blimp view. We got a good look at the total field here on this restart. Let's see how this shakes out with 8 to go at the line.
Yeah, 11 people in the live stream chat. Choose who you think are going to win this race. We're going to be in the restart zone. Is it going to be Nate? Is it going to be Chris? Are we going to have another wreck? Probably. Let's go back racing in California.
Oh, 24 Type Killer on the outside line. Gives no F's against nothing. Running 3 wide, just pushing up that outside line, doing everything he can to make something happen. Further back in the field, Nate Maurer escapes and is out in clean air all by himself. Chris Morrow almost got hit in the left rear fender, but escapes certain tragedy as Ryan Twinham starts to blink just a little bit, running 3 wide against that 906. Sends the almost got in their O'Reilly car. Looking back further in the pack here, Jared, I'm looking at, with the Terry Murphy, Gary Wright, 57 of Tommy Fox. It looks like a clean restart. Everyone's getting it figured out. And there's Jake, that number 77 Air Jordan Toyota Supra, looking good right now. Up at P20. Still has time to make something happen with 6 laps to go. He's got to hurry, though.
Yeah, back up front. Chris Morrill in that 5 car forced to run that kind of middle lane with the... Oh, we got a spinner! The 18! Terry Murphy spinning on the back straightaway. That's going to bring out another yellow, and we're going to get our first overtime of the race.
Oh my, as the plot thickens. All right, Jared, I think that's caution number 3. If I'm correct, I need one more, and I'll be joining you in the All-Star booth here at the CAVOK Racing Network.
Well, it wouldn't be a booth, our all-star booth without you, Kevin. As long as you don't bring your singing voice with that O'Reilly's theme back up there, we should be all good.
Hey, it takes teamwork to make the dream work. And someone left me hanging on the O'Reilly part. But there's Murphy. Looks like he just gets loose a little bit, loses the ass into that car. And around he goes. You can almost see the eyes in you can almost see his eyes in that helmet wide and really loud. Oh, yep. He's waving at us right there, folks. Big smile on his face as he spins that thing around and around. But that's a big shout to the Motorsports Marshalling Services of Terry Murphy and that number 18 Toyota Supra. Big shout out.
Yeah, once that nose is pointing towards the infield, there's nothing really you can do. Just hope that you don't hit that inside wall. And we're going to have some fakers on pit road. People are going to fake coming down pit road, and they're going to choose not to, because why not?
I mean, if Chris was, if everyone just left Nate out to dry, you know what I mean? You guys would all be set.
Yeah, but
it's too much of a
I don't
risk.
see anyone pitting there that time after everyone came down with 10 to go. Jake Ashe, teammate, getting the lucky dog.
All right, Jakey. And here he comes. That Air Jordan 77 car. Looking good. Almost takes the pace car out, Jake. Look where you're going, mister. But, yeah, that car is better off. Love the paint job. Big shout out there to Jake.
So yeah, we got multiple storylines to say here in this overtime. You got Nate trying to lock himself into the playoffs again this season. You got Chris trying to lock himself into the playoffs for the first time in QRL. And you got the rest of the field behind him trying to do the exact same thing. Get that win, get into the playoffs, have a good points race if you can't get that win. And yeah, I know David Owens is trying to rebound after that that terrible crash at Daytona.
Yeah, we weren't even sure if David Owens was going to make it to the race tonight. He said he had multiple injuries and bruising throughout the week. It's just amazing he was able to get in the car at all.
Yeah, I feel like he maybe went to one of your concerts with you singing. That was probably where the bruising and the headaches were coming from. Probably not the crash.
The bleeding from the ears. I understand. Oh, yes. I see what you did there. But enough of that. And, hey, O'Reilly's, if you're out there, we're always looking for new sponsorships here at the CAVOK Racing Network. You can be joined by Farmers Only. O'Reilly with all parts. So just reach out. Anyone else would like to be sponsored? Be glad to give you a spot here at the CAVOK Racing Network.
Yeah, always having free spots available. Just please don't make Kevin sing. Please.
All right, so Jared, you're correct. This is going to be, I'm not sure it's a NASCAR overtime or not. I think this is a natural green light
yeah.
checker.
Gonna be a normal attempt. They're gonna have 2 laps to settle it, and they gotta get to that white flag to make this race official. Expect Nate to have a really good launch here on the restart. Maybe go somewhere different, just so Chris isn't anticipating when he's gonna go. That 9 car is gonna be right behind him, get another really good launch. Watch this bottom lane take off here on this restart. Well, maybe now, maybe we might get a winner, and I can go to bed and forget that this ever happened. Or maybe not. Maybe we'll have another restart. And maybe we'll have to listen to Kevin sing again. Hopefully not. But let's go racing.
Let's go, boys. As that car comes off, pace car comes out pit lane, and Nate Maurer leads them to the Geico restart line. Away they go, folks. The light bulbs are flashing. Time to put your money where your mouth is as Ryan Twinman takes the outside line, trying to make a 3 wide, coming in the turn 1.
Yeah, he's going to have that top lane with the momentum. But I think everyone below him is going to try and get in front of him, so he's going to have this run, but nowhere left to go to take it. 2 by 2. David Owens going to slide up right in front of Ryan, stop his momentum.
Nate Maurer up to a huge lead. I'm not sure if anyone's going to be able to chase him down after that huge run, unless David Owens and Chris Morrill can bring that magic back together and drag.
Yeah, but they're gonna race side by side. It's gonna slow them both down and let Nate run away. White flag, 1 to go here at California.
Maybe Ryan and Chris can make a move and work together, but no, Ryan's gonna dive down low and help out David Owens, it looks like, and leave Chris out there hanging out to dry. Oh, Ryan gets a little loose, comes back outside.
Yeah, he's gonna push Chris right up front. It's gonna be down to 2/10 a lap. I don't think they're gonna catch him. They're gonna need a huge run here. They're gonna need to be flat out. Gap's closing a little bit. They gotta get a run. I don't think they're gonna catch him. Nate Maurer in the 971 gonna win this race. Chris Morrill second. Ryan Twinham in third place.
P3. David Owens gonna get that P4 finish. What a great finish there. Congratulations to Nate Maurer. Great race there by Chris Morrill and Ryan Twinham to beat out David Owens. Yeah, Jared, they needed to work together to have a chance to catch Nate, but Nate locks himself in once again for a playoff run here at the QRL Racing Series.
Little celebratory bump from the 99 car of Robert Richards. Looked like Brandon Shelton was showing him a little bit of a piggy there on the front straightaway, but here we go. The burnouts, 971, your winner at Auto Club, Nate Maurer. Right in front of the pace car. Thought he was going to slide up into the wall.
Oh, no, he's turning her back around that SpongeBob racing suit. Heard that was specially made by his mother. Spent all off season working on that SpongeBob outfit, airbrushed also.
Saluting the fans before he burns it down here. If there's someone that knows how to get it done, it's going to be Nate Maurer.
They don't call him the mower for no reason. It's not because he's in the grass all the time. He just is mowing down the competition race after race.
I saw what you did there. That was pretty clever. Come on, Nate, give us a little bit more smoke. I mean, that's an impressive burnout to say the least, but I appreciate a little bit more smoke. Smoking
Yeah.
is allowed on the racing surface.
Yeah, you can still smoke tires here in California. They haven't outlawed that yet, but they did outlaw outdoor fires and gasoline gardening tools. So look out. Smoking those tires is on the next on their list. Beautiful job there, Nate. You couldn't have parked that car any better for our viewers. But that's a look at the 971 Redneck Nation Chevy Camaro winner. Locked himself in. Jared, I'm going to have you take care of the interviews if we have any drivers come in post game as I do what I do best.
All right, let me get set up here to see who we've got in here. All right. I'm going to have to do everything based on the knowledge that I have. I'm going to start with P4. David Owens had a really good run there. Had a bit of a slow pit stop on that second to last pit stop, I'd say. The regular scheduled second pit stop. What happened there, man?
I just fucked up. I lost track of where Chris Morrow was, and I guess I was just a little too low trying to figure out where he was, and I gassed it up, and he got out from under me. So, just being a rookie, pulling a rookie mistake there, but luckily I was able to recover. So
you don't get that
can't beat
excuse
myself
anymore.
up too bad.
Rookie
Nope,
mistake.
not at all. Nope.
Yeah, well, unlike a rookie, you were able to rebound up to fourth place. Had that really good battle there at the end, running P3, and then had the battle to the start-finish line with the number 3 car, Ryan Twinham. Ryan, you had a really solid race. Saw you come in after that first pit stop, do a little bit of undercut, managing those old tires to try and stay up in that top 5 position. How'd your race go, man? Ryan.
You got me?
I got you.
There we go. Sorry about that. No, I couldn't ask for anything better. I'm over this place after the last week and a half of racing here, and started 22nd, 23rd, something like that. Worked my way up. Tried undercutting on that first pit stop just to get a lap led, and got stuck in traffic, and Nate just barely beat me out. So I was just dealing with the old tires, and that caution came out at the perfect time for me to reset and start outside, and did my best Jared Kelly impression on the restart, drifting through 1 and 2, and luckily there was another caution and saved me there. So I'll take third place. It was a good battle with Owens there, going back to the line.
Yeah, I saw that, recognized that. That was some great, excellent counter steering. Not sure if I'd actually put you inside my dirt car just due to maybe money, and I don't have a lot of it to throw you inside my car. But number P2, Chris Morrill, had a really good run here on Sunday. Thought maybe you could get it done here today. P2, not much you can ask more of.
Yeah, super happy with the results. Obviously, Nate Maurer, just the class of the field tonight. I'm sure he led most, if not all, the laps there. I felt like David Owens and I were, I don't know, just in the same car almost the entire race. I felt real bad. I thought maybe I messed him up there on pit exit after that second stop, but he still found me at the end of the race regardless, and it was good, clean racing with him. Really appreciated it. And yeah, walking away with a second place after all of that, and just how good these drivers are, I can't ask for more.
Yeah, really good points today to help you set up. I hope you're running for that championship. It's great to see you in that playoff picture. But somebody locked into the playoffs, the 971. Nate raced with you yesterday. It was great fun. Really showed your dominance with these cars. You had a great race, very dominant performance. What'd you think of those late race cautions there?
It seems lately I always get screwed out at the end of races by somebody causing a caution, but it's part of racing, and yeah, I thought I was done. I knew that I was scared. I forget what not Toby, man, I can't remember who it was. He got pulled tonight, new guy, but I knew how good he was in that first run of the race. He kind of checked out from everybody. He had really good short run speed, and I was like, oh man, he's gonna win. But then he pulled up behind me, and it looked like his car didn't even belong at this track. It was all beat up. And I knew David Owens had a good long speed too. So did Ryan. I was watching his lap times, but Christopher Small was up with me the whole time, and I was just kind of managing each lap off of his previous lap. So each stint I kept running, my tires were better and better each run, and Yeah, I thought Chris was gonna. I had to keep tricking him in that restart zone. The first time I think I went long, and then second time I kind of went in the middle, and then the last time I went like right when I crossed uh, the line there for the restart zone, and I took it real easy. I was scared I was gonna get loose there on one of them restarts coming out of either turn 2 or turn 4, and I gave up a lot of time there that last lap. I was a little nervous going into 3. I gave up too much time, but we were able to hold it off.
Yeah, you had a really great showing. Really great pit stops. Having a good time in and off pit road. You just had a very dominant performance. You got any final shout outs for us?
I gotta give a shout out to whoever. I don't know. I don't even know why. Well, I came back here because my buddy Doug Neal wanted to run in here tonight, and I was like, all right, I'll come race tonight with you. So I guess now that we're locked in the playoffs, I guess I'm gonna have to come back now every week. Shout out to you guys up in the booth for broadcasting this, and shout out to David for running this thing, Puckett Brothers for whole Bonfire League. It's a great league, came a long way since I first joined it maybe 2 or 3 years ago. And shout out to Toby. Toby's a new guy. I have no idea where he came from. When I came out of the pits, he was right on me, and he did not give up trying to get around me. Raced me clean. I liked it, and hopefully he continues to run up front.
Yeah, you heard it there. 2 great communities, QRL, Bonfire, great communities to race with. Search them. You might be able to find their Discord links and everything. Join up if you want to. Chris, any final shout outs from you, man?
Yeah, family as always, just for supporting me and this fun little thing that we get to do every once in a while. But you guys for putting on the broadcast, man, I can't wait to go back and take a look. Even when I'm not racing, I love to go and see the show that you guys put on. The other drivers, man, it's always a lot of fun when we can finally get to that green flag racing. And, there's going to be cautions here and there, but it's still a lot of fun doing the tight close racing, especially in these Xfinity cars. And shout out to David Owens for and the other admins for running the league and providing us a venue for this on Wednesday nights.
Yeah, tell Liam I said hi. I haven't heard much from him. I broadcasted with him once, so tell him I said hey. And
he's been asking about doing BRL again. He joins us Sunday nights, but yeah, he can't wait to get back into the oval action.
Yeah, tell him to join Pim. Pim's looking for a partner.
Absolutely.
Ryan, P3, I'm working on getting your last name right, trying to drill it in my head, just so that I don't screw up the other Illinois boy's name. Got any final shout-outs?
Right? Twineman?
Twine 'em. Yeah, just good run by the top 5 there. Good recovery by David Owens. Good league. Shout out to Joey. He couldn't make the race tonight. He was too busy bedazzling his steering wheel, and so he joined us up in the channel for a little bit there, and while he waited for his glue to dry, and now I think he's putting on another set of bedazzling. Shout out to Chris. He ran good all week here, Sunday, now tonight, and it was just good to get a good finish here. I was working hard all week, and I didn't have the finish I wanted Sunday, so I'm happy to have a top 3. It kind of just fell into my lap there with those cautions at the end. So shout out to you guys for a good job in the booth too. I'll see you guys Sunday.
Yeah, see you on Sunday too. Now finally, the admin, the person that puts this all together, lets us have a good time. David Owens, any final shout outs from you?
Yeah, man, I appreciate y'all getting up there in the booth week in and week out. I know this season so far has been crazy because we've had 40 plus cars each race so far. So shout out to everybody that shows up. Did not expect that 2 races in a row. Get that with Daytona and Talladega, but to keep it strong, another race at Auto Club, and hopefully we can keep it up next week. And thanks for everybody that actually just shows up and watches and races with us. Can't do it without y'all. So I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. Now finally we're gonna wrap it up. And David, I think you're gonna have to make a broadcast rule, just so that Kevin will stop singing in the booth. I can't handle it anymore, man.
Hey, it's just a jingle.
I'm freaking out.
It's just a jingle.
The farmers only jingle.
No, we had our O'Reilly's jingle tonight. We're adding them to our repertoire of jingles. So look out. We just got text message just came through on the wire. O'Reilly's Auto Parts, new sponsor, along with farmersonly.com. So big shout out to those 2 sponsors for helping us out throughout the season. Jared, these drivers must be thankful that you and me are up here in the booth, not in there on the racing with them. Because, to be honest, They're
We
just
should thank you guys by trying to get the circus to sponsor next week's race.
maybe the Ringlington brothers can come to show us how it's done up here. But and then Joey, if you're listening, I found a box for your trophy. I will be mailing it out. I know it's been forever, but I'm just been super busy shit. But yeah, it will be shipping. Don't look for it in the mail anytime soon. But thanks to everyone watching. Please like and subscribe. We have lots of Sunday night racing for Skippy Series, Bonfire League in the mornings on the CAVOK network. And yeah, just subscribe and like, and we appreciate it. And we'll see you guys next Wednesday. And David, where are we racing next Wednesday?
We're at Vegas.
Okay, Vegas, baby. All right. Well, we'll be rolling those dice, seeing where the cars line up next week. We'll be excited to have you all here for next week. And yeah, everyone have a good night. Appreciate all the hard work, and we'll see you next time. Everyone have a good one.